Okay, welcome back to One Piece Anime Re-Review Part 19B. This is covering episodes 284 to 290. Yep, 7 episodes this time, unlike last night was 15. And in case you're wondering about the anime stuff, pretty much I will be continuing One Piece for a bit, just to cover the next 10 episodes after this one, and then I will go to Quintuplets or Quintuplets. Okay? Now, the first episode, this picks up exactly where episode 278 left off with. Yes, in case you're wondering about episodes 279 and 284, why am I not covering these episodes? There's a very good reason. These episodes, these 5 episodes, are clip shows. Yep, clip shows of all the characters' backstory. Stuff we've already seen before. I have no desire to watch them. Heck, even when I first watched these episodes, I skipped over these because I had no desire to watch them. So yeah, first episode picks up exactly where 278 left off, where Robin tells Luffy that she wants to live. Frankie, who is not in chains, takes out the blueprints that Spawn has been looking for. Where is he taking it from? Probably his belly, where he keeps his cola. And he shows us the blueprints. And he says, "Hey Lucci, Kaku, even you two can tell these are genuine article because these two work at shipwrights." And by their expression, yeah, it's indeed true. These are the blueprints for Pluton. And these technically are made as a countermeasure in case the World Government has revived Pluton. Then he proceeds to burn it because he didn't want to get the hands of Spada. Spada, getting very upset with this, picks up Frankie. Despite the fact he's probably heavier than he is, throws him off the Tower of Law. Meanwhile, though, Luffy really wants the bridge to come down, but the bridge is stopped by Baskerville. Yes, the three-headed judge, who turns out is not three-headed, but just 3 guys in a giant robe. Yep. And of course, the bridge is stopped, even though the things have to come down. But looking off that the the monster granny decides to take out Rocket Man. Everyone hops on the Rocket Man, and of course, Frankie's like, "Rocket Man," and they get inside, and they have to basically find him. They have to basically find Nico Robin. So they kind of have Frankie unofficially joining the Straw Hats here. You have Furaku, with the man with a zipper for a mouth. Of course, this is basically Frankie's opponent. Yep. All finding a zipper. And of course, well, find with Lucci. Basically, Lucci's heading up to liquidate justice. Of course, he's Luffy's opponent. And of course, Lucci's job is simply to protect him at all costs. To protect Spot'em. Everyone else can handle the Straw Hats. Now, here's the thing. Prior to this, now, the CP9 had at least 9 agents at the start of this because Nero was the one. Nero got eliminated pretty easily. He got beaten very easily by Frankie, and then he gets thrown out the window, presumably killed. And then Bluto gets defeated by Luffy, lowering out the 7 members. With Lucci, now they say there are 5 keys and 5 members. To me, this doesn't make much sense, because if you look at it, basically you had Califa, Kaku, Bluto, and Lucci. You have these 4 come back, and you have the 3 other ones make 7. Nero makes 8. So with Nero and Bluto gone, that lowers down to 6. And with Bluto eliminated, that lowers down to 5. Okay, so we have Frankie fighting Furaku for basically most of these episodes. Chopper basically is searching for an opponent to fight. And of course, Nami, ends up coming across the hair guy. I don't know the guy's name. And she comes up twice and shadowing him. She also apparently took time to steal his key. Turns out it's not the key that's looking for. Yeah, apparently Zoro comes across Kaku. And Usa comes across the Wolfman. I think his name is Jamba. Jamba. And he, of course, sneaks up trying to get the key, but he wakes up. and he transforms. And Zoro basically with Kaku, as the fighting apparently slices the floor, and they get down below. Of course, we see Kaku's transformation, and he is a giraffe man. Yep, he is in fact a giraffe. And giraffes know being really tall, and of course, yes, kids do love giraffes. That is indeed true. And of course, Sniper King tried to throw the handcuffs on, well, Kaku and Jamba, but ends up cuffing both him and Zoro. And they have to keep running around while Chopper finds the actual key. And of course, well, Kaku's got key number 1, Jamba's got key number 5. And of course, they ask, like, what key number is that for that lock? Number 2. Not this. We don't have number 2. And they have running away a lot of the time. And then Zoro comes up with a couple of really strange ideas. One, chop up his hand so Chopper can put it back on. The other one, of course, is make Sniper King his sword, which doesn't exactly work out. Also, during Kaku's fight with Zoro, he ends up slicing the building in half. And of course, Luffy spends a lot of time finding where the Tower of Law is, trying to get to it. And he tries to swim. Of course, he tries to swim twice. And of course, I'm trying to remember her name. Cammy, I think her name is. Yes, the little girl who's a Monster Guy's granddaughter. They're like, hey, Mr. Pirate Guy, I found out where you can find the black hair lady through these doors. And they can't find the key, so Luffy goes to Gear 3 for the first time in the series. You don't see the actual gear itself. You see some flash, and then the door's destroyed, and Luffy goes tiny. Heck, even she's like, what the heck is this? And of course, Luffy doesn't basically notice her reaction. Of course, he runs. It doesn't mention like his proper size, and he's last seen running down the hallway. And in case to spot him, he's like, what was that? And Luffy's like, probably nothing. And of course, he knows that apparently, like, who knows that I'm here? Oh, little girl followed us. And of course, he wasn't given orders to eliminate her, basically. Of course, Lucci basically, literally basically has to protect him. And anybody comes across him is considered a traitor. And of course, he also slapped Nigga Robin one more time because he's a dick. Yep. Now, in the case of Chopper, well, he ends up taking Nami's opponent, which he ends up basically fighting King chased by him, and stuff him in the fridge. Kalafu basically gets thrown in the kitchen with Frankie, and he's like, man, I need some cola. And this comes a hilarious moment. First, it's like, throw me some cola. Like, okay. And of course, Fairy's like, the door is open. And of course, he also basically vegetable juice. And he's like, no, that's not it. Try again. Throw out 3 more bottles. Lime juice. Nope. Cola. Give me cola. And he finally tosses. He's like, that's cola. Yeah, it's a weird bottle shape. And he goes, it feels so good. And then he proceeds to continue to fight Fudoku. Yeah, at one point he nearly drowned. Of course, he uses Centaur to basically get him back to shore. Yeah, it's a really fun fight. And eventually, finally defeats him. By after basically pinning him with Centaur and then punching a few times in the face. And using his Kuda hand burst basically to defeat him. He also uses his butt burst again. Yep, second time he used that. And, well, that's it for him. He defeats his opponent. Chopper, of course, unleashes his third Rumble Ball. First he uses the second one, which messes up transformations. And apparently, trying to get the arm point, I guess you really need to get to that. He does hurt the hair guy, and eventually, of course, his part ends with him going to the third Rumble Ball and him turning into a monster. But what about Sanji? What is he up to? He's fighting Caulifla. Which first he has tea with her and he's like, man, I want to fight you. And of course, he's like, you're like, oh, I got so close, basically with his foot in her face. And then somehow off screen, he got turned into a bubble man. Yeah, this is actually different power. And then of course, Nami points out, why don't you hit him? It's like, it's how I was raised. I would never hit a woman. And of course, Nami's like, I actually kind of like that code of hers. And of course, Sanji obviously says, like, this is me, she likes me. He's like, and of course, Chopper's like, not in slice. Of course, she walks up. And apparently, when she gets there, Caulifla takes time to undress completely. And, well, she's going to hop in the tub. Yep. And that's it. That's all pretty much that happens over the course of 7 episodes. Yep. So yeah, that's it for this particular. Not much to say about these 7 episodes. Now we'll be doing definitely C probably tomorrow because I want to get a little more of this done before because I just come back to the series after I just did a Freya for about 6 episodes. I just came back to it, so I figured, oh, I'll just continue this a little bit more. Do like I did before I did Freya, like episodes, like last 6 episodes where I did 15 episodes. This and did that. I'm gonna kind of do quintessential quintuplets where this one will do 17 episodes and then start that series. Yep. Which we're going to probably start tomorrow at best. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular review. My next review is gonna be Comic Corner. Yep. And it's the final 2 trades to collect Tom King's run for Batman. You'll get my thoughts on that next. Okay, see you next video. Bye.